Protect your DNA. BioPQQ can promote formation of new mitochondria. Infowarsstore.com.
Well, they say that Seth Rich would have had no reason to be disgruntled with the DNC. However, a lawsuit would say the opposite. I'm sure you've heard of this by now, but there is a class action lawsuit going against the DNC right now because Bernie Sanders supporters feel that they were robbed, especially after seeing the details inside the DNC emails provided by WikiLeaks. So residents of 45 states have filed this lawsuit against the DNC, specifically to the former disgraced chairwoman, Debbie Wasserman Schultz. Now, I want to play this video. Perhaps you haven't seen this. This is the actual footage of Sean Lucas delivering the papers to the DNC.
So here we are in front of the Democratic National Headquarters. This is a lie, yes.
Why?
Because it's a lawsuit. We have over 200, a lot of people that want to be witness that we're doing this lawsuit.
Okay. In this building, we can ask that you not videotape.
Well, we're not videotaping. We're
Stop videotaping in America.
How you doing?
Public servants, you're not allowed to videotape them.
That's the first thing here.
Shut your camera down. He requests him to shut his camera down. Typical. So there is Sean Lucas with his papers to serve the DNC, and the security staff there is saying, "You can't record. How dare you? We're the Democrats. Don't you see? We got stuff to hide. Don't you dare record in here."
You guys know that they told us that we can't be live videotaping this right now, so we have to go to the proper procedures, they say.
Go to the proper procedures in order to record in America.
If I can turn it back on.
What happened to the Bill of Rights?
Don't worry. We're going to let you know. We're going to keep you updated.
So there is Sean Lucas. Can you guys roll the end of that where he serves it? Yeah, here's where they go through the protocol now, and now he's actually going to serve the papers.
Hey.
Hey.
How are you?
Good.
I'm Sean.
Sean, hi, Becca.
Becca.
How you doing, Becca?
I'm just with the DNC upstairs.
With the DNC?
Yes.
All right. Well, this is going to be a service to the DNC.
Okay.
And this is for Debbie Wasserman Schultz.
Perfect.
You guys have been served.
Okay.
Thank you so much. It's the report. Guys, thank you so much for everything. Have a great day.
Thank you.
That was probably the most gratifying thing I've ever done.
You ever done?
So there's Sean Lucas, may he rest in peace, serving the DNC their lawsuit because Bernie Sanders supporters believe they should be repaid because it wasn't a fair election. It was a selection of Hillary Clinton, but they say there was no reason for Seth Rich to be disgruntled, even though he was very in charge of IT and measuring voter logs with the DNC. So he might have known something that was going on. But let's go on more with Wasserman Schultz, because she is actually involved in another problem right now with the Awan brothers, who deeply infiltrated the Democrat Party by getting into all of their servers. The Democrats hired the Awan brothers for all sorts of IT issues. And what happened? The Awan brothers made off like bandits with all of that information. And Wasserman Schultz is trying to obstruct justice from being served. Here's that video.
Under my understanding, the Capitol Police is not able to confiscate members' equipment.
You're a hideous beast.
It's not under investigation.
Excuse me.
It is their equipment, and it's supposed to be returned.
Well, I think there's extenuating circumstances in this case, and I think that, working through my counsel and the necessary personnel, if that in fact
This
is the
police
case,
officer can't believe what she just
with
requested.
the permission of through the investigation, and we'll return the equipment. But until that's accomplished, I can't return the equipment.
I think you're violating the rules when you conduct your business that way.
Oh.
And should expect that there would be consequences.
So here's Debbie Wasserman Schultz, who's trying to obstruct justice by seizing the equipment that the police took from her to investigate into the Awan brothers' infiltration of the DNC. She wants to get that back in her possession because she doesn't want justice to be served. She doesn't want the truth to be out about that. But that's just Debbie Wasserman Schultz trying to obstruct justice. She's freaking out right now because she knows that, she's the one guilty of wrongdoing, most likely, not the police. Now, let's go on. Let's get back to Seth Rich now. Bombshell. Donna Brazile warned off Private Eye on Seth Rich murder. Why is Donna Brazile sticking her nose into this? Donna Brazile is a disgraced member of the media who cheated for Hillary Clinton. But Donna Brazile is telling police and independent investigators, warning them to back off. Why? Again, you have to ask, would Donna Brazile be going down that road? How about Twitter? WorldNet Daily reports on that story from Donna Brazile, and then Twitter suspends WorldNet Daily for reporting on that. What is up with that? So WorldNet Daily gets suspended for 12 hours. You can see the tweet right now on the Infowars story. WorldNet Daily tweets out, bombshell, Donna Brazile warned off Private Eye on Seth Rich murder. They break the story, they cover the story, and then Twitter censors it? Why would Twitter be going down that road? One must ask. Now, here is where you start to get to the root of the issue. Investigator, cops are hiding evidence and have halted the Seth Rich probe. Everyone is looking right at the DC police right now who have ties to Heather Podesta. We'll leave that right there. And I don't want to start saying anything else other than it's time for the DC police to start releasing more details or being more transparent, or at least show some signs that you have interest in getting justice for Seth Rich. Can we look at some of the footage from all of the security cameras around the area that night? Can we investigate and talk to the people that were at the bar that night? The DC police have fallen short on both of those things. Again, the bar manager even says cops never talked with staff about night Seth Rich was murdered. Again, we know there's all kinds of cameras in that vicinity, and we can't get any of that footage. It's actually being reported that the police aren't even looking to get that footage. So again, more questions there. And here's another interesting point. You've got all of these people offering money for information on Seth Rich. I didn't even see that one. That's a new one that the crew just brought up. I don't even know what this one is. WhoKilledSeth.com, $130,000 reward. Crew just pulled that one up. I didn't even know about that. But you've got WikiLeaks has offered $20,000 of a reward for information on Seth Rich's murderer. You've got the One America News Network that has offered $100,000 for details that could lead to the arrest of Seth Rich's killer. Again, security cam footage, talking to the bartenders that worked at the bar, anything. And of course, you have the DC police, the Metropolitan Police, that put out this flyer with a $25,000 reward. This is at the bottom of that story, guys. We'll go back to the top of that in a second. But if you scroll to the bottom, you can see the DC police have also issued a $25,000 reward. And then the crew just pulled up that other one for $130,000. I'm not sure where that comes from. So basically, you've got hundreds of thousands of dollars on the table for anyone who's willing to stick their neck out there with some evidence or security footage or information they might have about Seth Rich from that night. But nothing from the police, nothing from the FBI. It really makes you scratch your head. And I will just say this. Tomorrow, I'm going to be issuing a new report on Seth Rich. And this report is going to go into areas and details that which we haven't gone before. And it's going to expose the missing links in this case that could be answered like that with just a little bit of effort from the DC police, a little bit of transparency from the FBI. We know that they have access to this information. Thanks to independent journalists and people on the internet, we have found some shocking details. And of course, WikiLeaks and some strange coincidences and connections between Seth Rich, the DNC, and the Clinton campaign with the Podestas and Wasserman Schultz. So we're going to look into more of that tomorrow night.
During this Memorial Day, I want to thank the veterans that have fought, but of course, most importantly, those that have died, because that's what this holiday and remembrance is all about. Take advantage of these unprecedented specials and help support the tip of the spear in the fight against the globalists while supplies last. These are the biggest sales ever on these items. You add auto ship, several of these are lost leaders. So for myself and the entire Infowars crew, I salute you and thank you for all your prayers on this Memorial Day. Just understand that without you, there'd be nothing, because you are the Infowar.